Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in for part 4 of the Apple IIe refurb. And on this one, we dive into the DuoDisks, take them apart, get them cleaned up, clean the heads, and lubricate the drive belts on them and start reassembly. Now I do want to note that the camera angle was off by 90 degrees when I did the actual parts of the disassemble and the cleaning, so I do apologize that in advance, but I think you'll get the idea of what's going on. Thank you very much, and let's get to it. Alright, it's a DuoDisk. First thing I'm going to do is take this cable off. So there's the cable. Like it's a proprietary cable. If you notice, there's a pins missing. Okay, so we got the cable off, and let's see how this thing comes apart. I see 2 screws on the back. Looks like these screws probably hold down the internal drives themselves. So we got these. I'm wondering if that's it and it'll pop off. Let's try. Pull screwdriver. That's 2. We'll pop up, pop back. Pop period. So like a tab. I don't know. Let's find out here. Oh, there it goes. Ha ha! Ha ha! So there's the top. Set them off to the side. It's gonna get washed. Nasty. Here's the drives. It looks like connector between the 2. Probably cool. Just thinking out loud, guys. Sorry. Alright, so let's see if there's anything in the way of dismounting these. So I do not think so. I don't think this is hooked on anything. So let's go ahead and undo. They got washers. It's got a regular washer and a lock washer for each one. So make sure you catch them so they don't go down these slots. Will just fall out. Put this over here. So with this cable connected, I want to see if I can pull these all out at once. Anyway, let me show you what I'm doing here. These things you need to push down, and it's hooked with a bracket. Okay, then we got these drive light cables, it looks like, that are here. So let me show you that. These cables that go from the drive itself to the LEDs in the front. So let me see if they'll have to disconnect within the drive itself. It looks like there's a ground on this guy. Should pop right up. There's a little tab on the front here. You gotta get it past. It should come off just like that. Then you can disconnect the LEDs here, here. That's it. So now I can remove those drives. Put them off out of the way. I need to clean this guy and the top, bottom, back, whatever this is. So okay, so taking off the other cover, make sure that you undo the screws that are on the behind it. It's a part of it. I didn't notice that. I'm like, how come this is not coming off? So remove these. It's not the same on the other one. Okay. Switch that back. And this thing has the bracket that holds the two together as well. So make sure you undo this screw here. And then we should be able to bring this off. So there's this connector that connects inside here. It just unplugged, but that's how it works. That's off. Now you can get in here. It looks like there's one controller board for the whole 2 units. Be careful of this guy right here too. He's let me see if he's unpluggable. So I have to look. It doesn't look like it. It looks really easy to break too. Oh no, that's all. There's a connector right here that unplugs. That's good. That one's unplugged. Nothing else. Set them to the side. And that's how you take those drives apart. Now it's a matter of getting in, checking the belts. Here's the motor. Read-write heads. So we'll have to take this cover off. We'll have to take this cover off to get behind here to get to the drive belts. This one, same thing. You're gonna have to take this off. And I think I'm gonna have to undo this guy, undo these screws. This screw here, right here. So we'll dive into here. Like you got this connector here too. See, that's fed through there. You gotta lift it up, and there's a slot that this thing fits through. And I thought I heard something rolling around in there. Unless it's a spring or something. No, it's not mine. Okay. Okay, so far so good. So this one, to take this off. You have to do the ground strap one. That's that. There's this spacer that goes underneath it. So I don't lose this. just to keep it that way. Right. Onward and upward. At least all these screws are the same. All the same size. Let's loosen it up. The other side. Keep a finger on the other side to make sure that nothing falls. There's nothing hung up here. These cables are in the way here. There. Don't want to manhandle it. Just gotta work it. All right, cool. So here it is. Oh yeah. All right, so here you go. Here's the dry belt. It feels okay. I would probably clean it a little bit and move on it. It's cool they have the stripes and stuff that show the probably the hertz or whatever, so they can strobe this thing when they do it. So step motor, yeah, and the read-write head. Okay, so you got the read-write head, and make it convenient to lift that up, but I'm going to be very careful. The top part is spring-loaded pressure, and the actual read-write head's on the bottom. So we'll clean that with Q-tip and isopropyl. I'm going to go through these. Got to get this one taken apart. Move him for now, so I'll work on the other one. But yeah, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take off those screws. Should be just 4 screws holding this in. You just got to be careful when you go to pull it out. This one's got something that's holding the cable in itself, but don't get anything caught in between the motor and the metal, because all the edges on here are pretty sharp. So first things first, there's a holder in here, a little clip. Pull back on, get that cable out of the way. And let's do what we did with the other drive and undo the 4 screws. All right, same thing. Lift it up. Keep the bottom down. Should be able to lift it upward. Fly to the angels. There you go. And I knocked that clip off. I'll show you. That's what the clip looks like. Just sits on the side. Over here, double-sided tape, so I'll have to redo that because it's all worn out if you look. Get that all cleaned up. that out of the way. Same spiel on this guy. Belt seems fine. Holding it out of the camera view. It feels, you know, still a bit supple. Very clean in here. I'll clean the heads on this guy. Yeah, get the heads cleaned. Clean it up with isopropyl first, and we'll go from there. Thank you for watching part 4 of the Apple II refurb. In part 5, we're going to continue putting together the DuoDisks and getting them running, and also go through what you need to do to create disks for the DuoDisc for the Apple IIe to function correctly. So make sure you stay tuned, tune in, give a thumbs up or a thumbs down, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And again, I apologize for the camera angles, but I hope you got the idea. If you have any questions, just let me know. Put it in the comments below. Cheers.